Nobody wants to buy a used car. It feels like settling. It feels like buying someone else's problems. But what if I told you that the person driving the brand new car off the lot is the one making the biggest financial mistake of their life, and that avoiding that mistake could save you over $100,000 over your lifetime? Same car, same budget, completely different financial futures. Let's run the real math. When you walk into a car dealership, the entire experience is engineered to focus your brain on exactly two things: the new car smell and the monthly payment. What they do not want you thinking about is what that car is actually going to cost you over 5 years, 10 years, or a lifetime of driving. Today, we're going to follow two people, Jake and Marcus. They have the exact same budget, they want the exact same car, but they signed two different contracts. And over the next 10 years, the gap between them is going to blow your mind. Jake has saved up $30,000. He wants a safe, reliable daily driver. He walks into the dealership, finds the perfect mid-size sedan, and buys it brand new. Sticker price? $30,000. He gets the keys, 0 miles on the odometer, that flawless new car smell. Jake feels incredible. Marcus has the exact same $30,000. He wants the exact same make, model, and trim level. But Marcus drives right past the new car dealership and goes to a used lot. He finds the exact same car, same engine, same cup holders, but it is 3 years old. It has 35,000 miles on the dash, and because the first owner already took the massive initial hit, the dealer is asking $18,000. Marcus buys it, drives it home, and still has $12,000 sitting in his bank account. Here's where the illusion shatters. The second Jake's front tires hit the public road, his $30,000 car became a $24,000 car. He lost $6,000 before he even made it to the first traffic light. This is called depreciation, and it is a silent, wealth-destroying monster. A brand new car loses roughly 20% of its value the second you own it. By year 3, it has lost about 35% of what you paid for it. You aren't losing money to a bad investment, you are losing money to a calendar. But here's the secret about depreciation that most people completely miss. It does not happen at a flat rate. New cars lose value on a steep cliff in the first 3 years, but after that, the curve flattens out into a gentle slope. Jake bought the cliff. Marcus bought the gentle slope. Marcus skipped the worst part of the depreciation entirely. Now, the used car critics always shout the same thing. Yeah, but Marcus is going to get crushed by repair bills. Let's look at the actual numbers. For the first 3 years, Jake has the warranty. Something breaks, it's free. Marcus is paying for his own oil changes, tires, and brakes. Let's say that costs Marcus $1,500 a year. Over 3 years, that is $4,500. But remember, Marcus kept $12,000 on day 1. Even after paying for his own maintenance out of pocket, Marcus is still over $7,000 ahead of Jake at year 3. And they're driving the exact same car. But we're not done, because most people do not pay cash for a car. They finance it. And financing is where the new car trap gets even deeper. If Jake finances his $30,000 car at 6% interest over 5 years, he doesn't actually pay $30,000. He pays closer to $34,000. Think about that. Jake paid $4,000 in pure interest just for the privilege of borrowing money to buy an asset that was actively losing value every single day. Marcus, who financed a much smaller $18,000 loan, paid significantly less in interest. So let's recap year 3. Jake lost more to depreciation, paid more in interest, and has less cash in the bank. Marcus lost less to depreciation, paid less in interest, and has thousands in the bank. But here's where it gets really interesting, because the gap between Jake and Marcus doesn't just stay the same over time. It actually gets wider, much wider. Most people only think about the first 3 years of owning a car, but the real wealth destruction, or wealth building, happens in years 5 through 10. Let's look at the hard scoreboard at year 5. Jake's $30,000 new car is now worth roughly $12,000. He lost $18,000 in depreciation alone. Marcus's $18,000 used car is now worth roughly $9,000. He lost $9,000. Jake lost $18,000. Marcus lost $9,000. That's a $9,000 gap. Add in the interest and maintenance differences, and Marcus is over $10,000 ahead of Jake. And if you think Jake is just going to stop there, think again. At year 10, Jake's car is a decade old. It's worth maybe $5,000. If Jake is like most people, he gets the itch for a new car. He trades it in for $5,000, takes out another massive loan, and starts the whole depreciation cliff all over again. This is the car payment treadmill. You never actually get off it. You just keep trading in a depreciated asset and borrowing more money against a new one, paying thousands in interest every single cycle. Now look at Marcus at year 10. Yes, his car is older. Yes, it has a few more miles, but Marcus hasn't had a car payment in 7 years. Every single month, Jake is swiping $500 or $600 for his auto loan. Marcus is swiping $0. If Marcus took that $500 a month he isn't spending and invested it in an index fund averaging 8% over those 7 years, that money grows to over $60,000. Jake doesn't get to invest that money because the dealership is taking it. And this isn't just a one-time mistake. Most people buy a car every 5 to 7 years. Multiply this gap by 5 over your adult lifetime, and you're looking at over $100,000 in lost wealth. $100,000 that could have compounded for your retirement. Gone, vanished, straight into the pockets of car manufacturers. Now, I would be lying to you if I said buying a new car is always a mistake. There are specific, mathematically sound reasons to buy new. Number 1, electric vehicles. If you buy a qualifying new EV, you can get up to $7,500 in federal tax credits. In some cases, that credit completely erases the initial depreciation hit, making a new EV cost roughly the same as a 1-year-old used version. Number 2, if you drive the car until the wheels literally fall off. If you keep a new car for 15 or 20 years, the depreciation cliff gets averaged out over a very long timeline. The math changes completely when you stop trading in every 5 years. And number 3, peace of mind. Some people genuinely cannot tolerate the anxiety of an unexpected $2,000 repair bill. For those people, the certainty of a warranty has real psychological value. Mental health is part of financial health. Just be honest with yourself about what that peace of mind is actually costing you. But for the average person buying an average car and keeping it for an average amount of time, buying slightly used is one of the smartest financial moves you can make. You let someone else take the 20% hit. You buy the car when the value curve flattens out. You pay less interest and you keep the difference to invest for your future. The real trap isn't buying new versus buying used. The real trap is walking into a dealership and making a $30,000 decision based on a feeling instead of the math. You're buying transportation. You are not buying an identity. A 3-year-old car with 35,000 miles will get you to work just as safely and reliably as a brand new one. It just costs 40% less to do it. Before you sign that next contract, ask yourself one question. Am I paying for the car or am I paying to feel good about the car? Because if you can separate those two things, you will save an enormous amount of money over your lifetime. If this actually helped you think more clearly about your next car purchase, hit subscribe. Because this is exactly what we do here. No hype, no get-rich-quick, just the real numbers explained clearly, so you can make better decisions with your own money. I'll see you in the next one.